What if this was the whole stream? What if this is all we did for like an hour? Hi everyone, happy Friday. So, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play tonight. And Half-Life 2 was a strong contender. But I kind of wanted to play a game where I could just relax and, like, do nothing, pretty much. Or maybe, well, not do nothing, but chat, I guess, because I feel like a lot of the games that I've been playing, a lot of them are really story-driven, and so sometimes I don't really chat that much at all, because I'm, you know, letting the game speak for itself and do its thing, and that's good and fine a lot of the time. But sometimes, you know, you just wanna chat and hang out and enjoy yourself a bit. What's this? Oh, it's a fruit. How did I miss this before? And I thought about playing a couple different games, but settled in on this one as the one that would probably be the most enjoyable to just relax. Oh, good drum. Especially since I'm on the resort level. I haven't streamed this before, by the way. I mainly played it over my Christmas holiday, and really enjoyed it. I mean, I still do, and still am enjoying it. I haven't beaten it yet, right? But I figured this would be a good one to just, you know, play a bit and enjoy it. Let's see, and sea gardening. Oh, okay, so we're waiting on that one. There's a timer out in the middle, like due north of where I am. But yeah, I had a pretty good day today. You know, I got things done. I had some minor annoyances, but you know, that's every day has that, right? So, I mean, I just hope that everyone's day has less annoyances than otherwise. But I capped off my day really nicely, though. Depending on how it works, depending on how crazy you are about following the rules, you may not like how I capped off my day. Alright, what is this one? This is a Seaside Kingdom timer challenge. Okay, so we're looking for a timer, I guess. Wonder... It's been a while. I haven't played this since before the new year. So I've kind of forgotten. Wait, is this guy right? Okay, probably need to use the fish, I would think. Oh, right, but we can't because we don't have our hat. Alright, well, we'll do better this time. Ooh, as long as we don't do that again. But I invited one of my friends over. Oops. Oh god. Sorry. There are controls for how to swim, I just forget how to properly use them. So this timer's gonna take a little bit for sure. And I made curry last night, I guess. Say. I made curry last night. Oh shit, come on, really? Alright, well, as long as I don't hit that thing again, we can definitely do it. So I had my friend come over and I made rice, to go along with a simple potato curry and some sausage. And he brought over naan bread, and he made garlic naan bread, which was fantastic. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. And so we had that, and then we played Go for a bit. If you're not familiar, that's the game with the black and white stones. Where you capture territory. And it's pretty fun. We have no idea who won the first round because my friend didn't realize that you're not supposed to... Well, if you play Go, then you know what the fill-in method is, right, for counting. And so what you do is, during the course of the game, you capture the opponent's pieces while you're collecting territory. And, oh boy, there's a lot of these guys up here. But you collect the pieces, and at the very end, when you're counting how much territory you have in spaces, the fill-in method, you get your prisoners back, or like the people who were, and you use them to fill in the blanks so that you to grease your territory, and it makes it like it's a really easy way to count, basically. Down on the beach, good dog. Oh, I need the dog to help me again? Okay, hold on. We'll go figure that out. And on the first game, my friend he just kept filling in holes because he saw me filling in holes, but he wasn't using the captured prisoners at all. And yeah, so the count was just totally off, which is silly. Oh right, the dog. I saw him earlier. He's over by the amiibo, I think. Or at least that's where I saw him lying. Alright, cool. I used my Link amiibo before starting the stream. Hi, pup. You wanna help me out? Doing squats today. Okay, the dog's kind of in the way. There you go. Okay, so what are you trying to tell me, dog? Anything over here? Maybe? Okay, the dog doesn't go in the water. I wonder if I need to wear the hat that matches his or something silly like that. Yeah, see, it says found the beach, good dog. But also, yeah, I'm like right here. Come on, dog, help! Bark, come on. Let's go searching. Come on, dog. Find something? There we go. Thanks, pup. You the best. Okay. So the garden is still growing, that's fine. I don't know what this one is. Let's go find out its name from the parrot. And that'll tell us all about it. But yeah, it was really nice to have a friend over and to play a game. We only played like 2 rounds of Go. Oh, it's the Seaside Heart. Oh, well, we can't do that one yet, I think. Because I have no idea what this thing's trying to tell us. It's right up here. I'll show you. I think I took a picture, but I might as well just walk right up to it. Yeah, it just says keep. It's got a purple moon on top of it. But I have no idea what world that's in, so we can't do that one yet. And we're waiting for the sea garden. Guess we'll go talk to the bird if he has any more hints at all. Oh, I'm gonna have to do volleyball. Yep. Oh, that's easy. Okay, I think that's the only one left. Alright, well, I kind of don't really like. So I think we have to, I don't know what the hero is, but we probably have to get 100 would be my guess. I mean, we'll find out. I'm just like a huge fan of these mini games. There was another one in the Metro City. Ooh. Oh wow, that kind of in the Metro City world, and it was good. It was jump rope, but it took a few tries to get it working. I think one thing that I'm not looking forward to is when this gets a lot faster. It's probably going to be a lot more difficult for me to do this. Because when I stream from my Switch, I'm not actually watching it on a screen. Or well, I am, but I'm not watching it like a direct feed of it. Rather, I'm watching it through the preview. So there's a slight delay for me from input to actual things happening. So I'm gonna have to try to predict this a little bit, I guess, or maybe, you know, basically do things a little bit sooner than I necessarily should in order to get it. But, you know, hopefully I can get the thing from it. If not, then we'll try again. One thing that I enjoy doing, well, when playing this game, is that so far I haven't gone to any new places until I've gotten as many of the moons as possible, which has been serving me well because it seems like you need to collect a ton of moons for like each upgrade to get to the new area. So maybe this is how they meant for you to play. I'm not really sure. No! Oh, I hate it. Oh, now it's so slow. 44. I wonder, do you think the magic number is 100 or 50? One of these people probably say it. Hold on. No, not playing. Yeah, this. Try to volley 100 times. Okay, I'll try it. It looks like you do get a little bit of leeway with the bounce, which is good, but anyway, while we do this, probably worth chatting about something in the anime. This is really bad. I haven't watched all the shows that aired today yet. For example, I didn't watch the So What If I'm a Spider show yet, because I watched it with one of my friends and she's unavailable today because Fridays are the day that she spends time with her boyfriend. I don't really know like how far away they are, but I know their distance, so like it's pretty important to them to like kind of have a full day where they spend time together online and play games and do all these things. It's really nice, I think. But unfortunately for my anime watching, it means that I have to wait a day. So I haven't watched the Spider Show yet. But I did watch the newest episode of the Quintessential Quintuplets, which was fine. They're setting up the drama for the arc, I guess, with Nino randomly getting upset for no reason. And what? Okay, the batteries are fine. Why did you just do that? With Nino and Miku having butting heads a bit and being unhappy. So we'll see where that goes. Probably a few episodes of filler. Whoa, you can spike that shit. Wait, how did... Okay, I used the hat to do that. What just happened? Did I like pull it towards myself and then smack it? What did I do? And more importantly, did it count for more points? But it was decent. Drama shows are always a bit of a hit or miss for me because some drama shows are good and I really like them, but other ones are not. Like for example, Sing Yesterday to Me, fantastic drama. Like you really get into the characters. Like you can understand where each of them is coming from most of the time, but you still get frustrated because you want the person that you like the most to win the relationship bowl, as it were. And it's good, but also really well written, and just it's got a whole aesthetic, and it's great. I would highly recommend Sing Yesterday to Me to anyone who's looking for a good drama. Then you have shit like Citrus. Good God, Citrus is complete garbage. No! Oh, I shot it the wrong way. I hate this. I hate it so much. Jump up and spike it. Okay. Like that. It only counts for one. Or does it always come back slower when you do it this way? It seems. Maybe? Maybe? Let's find out. If I can actually manage it to do it again. Good spike Mario. But yeah. So Citrus, I mean I watched all of it because like I was giving it the 3-episode rule, but like once you get a certain amount of, like I couldn't tell if I liked it or not because some characters were good and other times it was just crap. And I really liked the best friend character in it. I forget her name, but in the screenshots that I have it, I know I have it. It wasn't Hitomi, was it? I can't remember. But she was great. I loved her. But other characters were crap. And then even sometimes like the ones who I didn't like, it's like, well, maybe this person's not so bad. And then the moment you thought that, they would introduce another character that was even worse. And it was atrocious, basically, is what I'm saying. And just pure pain. Because it was all manufactured drama, where like pretty much everything could have been dealt with if the characters actually like talked to each other and like didn't make tons of assumptions, which is how like a lot of dramas tend to go, where they use a lot of like crap like that. There isn't actually really anything to be upset about. It's just someone heard something the wrong way and then made assumptions and then didn't clarify it, even though like the whole 3-episode arc of people being upset could be fixed by like people just communicating. So like I don't like those kind of dramas, and Citrus was very much one of those, as was a number of other shows that aired that season, I think. But that said, the example that I gave that's really good, Sing Yesterday to Me, was very much a drama of the situation and of messy feelings between people, and not because of people not listening to each other or not talking to each other. Rather, it was because people talked to each other and because the situations they were in were difficult and didn't have a clear answer. that the show made for really, really good watching, and like really, really, you got really invested into people, and it was a lot of fun and just good characters. So yeah. So anyway, that's my way of saying that I watched the newest episode of the Quintuplets, which I don't really know where it falls into on the drama scale of how much is manufactured drama versus how much is actual situational drama. Oh, over relying on the hat. Oh, why? Oh, it feels magnitudes slow here. But yeah. So besides that one, I've also been giving 2 shows 3-episode rules. I don't know how to feel about them yet, but I'm watching them all the same. So one of them is I remember half the title, like Jaku character Tomazaki? It's the character's name, but it's like crap character. Where it's the guy. The premise of the show is that this dude who's basically given up on life already, despite only being in high school, happens to be really, really good at this like fighting game that looks like it's a Smash knockoff of some variety, and he's like the #1 in Japan, and #2 catches up to him a little bit, but like they have their match and he just barely comes through, and manages to, you know, win again. But he's really, really happy about this second person because they play differently than other people play, and it shows that they've tried really hard to make it to where they are, and he respects them a lot. And then there's apparently a chat feature in this show, and in the game. And she asks, well, the player on the other side asks if they want to meet up in real life. And so he agrees, because he's like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, he respects this person, you know, and they're in the area, and they can talk about the game that he likes, and like one of the only things that he actually cares about in the world is this game. So they meet up, and it turns out that the other character is this girl in his class who he thinks is really popular and like has it on easy mode. You know, the kind of arguments, the kind of excuses, I suppose, that people make that have some amounts of like truth in reality, but also it's just things that people tell themselves when they're feeling really low and like they can't get anywhere and they don't want to take responsibility for things. Well, basically the show is about the dude learning to kind of do that. So instead of giving up on the crap game of life, she teaches him, or is teaching him rather. I don't know if she's gonna actually do it or not, we'll see. The show is only 2 episodes in so far. But she's teaching him how to play the game of life, basically, and like, you know, how to make friends, or all these things. So like she started in on correcting his posture, and like teaching him how to smile and kind of brighten his disposition a bit so that people don't think he's just like a weirdo that they don't want to approach. And she's working on his conversational skills and getting him to talk to people. There's all sorts of nice things. So I didn't really like the first episode, to be completely honest. It was a little bit, there's a bit of cringe in it to some degree because of, I mean, they're video game otakus who are obsessed with games, and it's one thing when a character's internal monologue has like all these ridiculous notions and ideas that kind of like fall into what people think gamers quote unquote sound like. It's another thing when they actually say it out loud and it's not just in their internal monologue. It's like, oh god, help me now. But the second episode is actually like way better. They introduced more characters than the 2 that you kind of focus on at the start. And how much delay do I have now? Sorry, I need to right tap. Right. Okay, it's not so bad. Or, oh, okay, I don't think it's the input lag, I think it's the sand. The sand on the beach kind of slows you down a bit, like just the getting started process. I don't think I realized that until now. I am not a good gamer. Well, I don't know about that actually. But yeah, so you know, it's a familiar concept, I suppose, as far as shows go, where it's the loner dude who has given up finds a new chance at life, basically because of random happenstance and cute girl. So, you know, like it's unrealistic for the most part, but you know, it's a nice fantasy, I suppose. Pretending that someone can just kind of come along into your life and somehow brighten it up and make it worth living again. Those kind of things don't happen that often. They do happen, but not as frequently as fantastical shows would make you want to believe. So, in other news, my my Match.com profile has gone nowhere. Anyway, but the other anime that I've been watching, that I've been giving a chance to, is called Scar the Praetor, or Scarred. It's like Scarred, but without the extra E at the end. So S-C-A-R-D. And the Scards are people who have these tattoos that give them special abilities. So far, the main ability seems to be deflecting bullets and not being hit by bullets. I don't really know if they have any other powers yet. We've only really seen like one character, and he just shoots people a lot. And actually, I don't think it's a spoiler. It happens in the first episode, and also I think that it might be in the trailer and also in the synopsis of the show. But basically, these people with these special tattoos, abilities, and they're trying to defend this part of town that isn't ran by government anymore, and it's kind of like a bastion, I guess, for these people, and they're trying to make sure criminals don't mess it up, because criminals messed it up before. But this person, the hero of I forget what it is. It's the name of the place. But his name's Eiji, and he's the hero of that place because him and his group, Helios, helped save the town from these criminals and kind of ran them out, basically, and continue to defend it. In the first episode, however, shit goes down. Damn it. I pressed the button too soon while I was still turning. But while defending this person, who's the main character, Eiji kind of has a bad time. And even though he's invincible against bullets, he's not invincible against these magical bullets that these other people use. And lucky for him, he gets a little bit of extra time to live, because the main character takes half the bullet from him. He jumps in front and the bullet still passes through him, but because it's a magic bullet, it having the blood of someone other than the target that it was intended for, nullifies some of its effectiveness, I guess. But long story short, Eiji, the hero dude, gives his tattoo to the main character and kind of asks him to take up the mantle and defend the place. And that's kind of where it left off. It's 2 episodes in. The 3rd episode, I'm expecting things to actually happen, because the trailer for it showed them, the main character, getting into a fight with some of the other people they've hinted at who have special powers and such. So the show's kind of ridiculous, though. The very beginning, I was laughing because, you know, the fire effects that people put in as jokes in YouTube videos, where it's very, very obviously CG and doesn't actually match anything. It's like the equivalent to drawing flames in paint and putting it over a screen. Those were in it. When they were zooming in on the city in the first 30 seconds or so of the show, and they were showing explosions going off in the city, and it was literally that, CG 3D flame effects from Adobe Pro or something, just stuck on top of 2D drawn backgrounds of the city. Like, it was laughable and embarrassing, and I didn't know if I should be laughing, because the show takes itself pretty seriously despite the ridiculousness of it. Like, there's lots of weird angles and characters kind of posing, and just it's special. I'd have to go rewatch the trailer to find out if it was like that in the trailer, but it's very much over the top and like the kind of show that 5th graders would probably enjoy and then like imitate all the poses in and just be completely silly. Or maybe not 5th graders, 8th graders, I guess, if we want to go full Chinugyu syndrome. But 5th graders, because 5th grade was when I was watching Dragon Ball Z a lot, I think, and typically was drawing like people wearing muscle shirt isn't the right way, but like the tunics that Goku and Gohan wear. Specifically Gohan, because he was my favorite when he was a kid. When Gohan grew up, he kind of stopped being cool, you know? Like, the Great Saiyaman was a bit of a letdown, which is kind of too bad, because adult Gohan in the movie with the androids was awesome. I mean, you know, he only has one arm, but he still kicks ass and like defends the city. He sacrifices himself, which is why Trunks ends up the way he is, or future Trunks ends up the way he is, and it's just, he's cool. But in 5th grade, that's when I was dealing with that stuff, and it was, you know, it was fun. I didn't run around yelling like a crazy person, I think. Oh, that was really close. Oh, thank God. But it was fun. I used to draw them a lot because I didn't have anything better to do. I drew Dragon Ball Z characters in 5th grade, and I drew flowers because I learned how to draw flowers really nicely from the girl who I liked at the time. And so then, you know, being the dumbass that I was, it was like, oh, well, you know, like she likes these, so I'll just get really good at this, and then maybe she'll like me. These are the kind of stupid thoughts that I've had in the past. And they're not really embarrassing, honestly, it's just kind of life. Is that thing done yet? I actually don't know if maybe I need to, like, exit. Oh, well, this one's done. Hey. So cute. There's 4 seeds, and I guess I have them all. Alright, that's good. So, besides the finding one, I think we're good on that. Oh, I'm missing, no, I'm not, never mind. We're good. I am missing coins in the Metro Kingdom though, so I should probably go get those. I don't know where they are, and I don't really know where to look. It's the main point I had. I also have no idea what the heck these are. There's one in every level, so I assume they'll have something to do with the moons that I'm not able to get yet at some point. I like to think that everyone goes through a phase where they do embarrassing things though. Though the degree of embarrassment is probably different for people across the board. That's cool and all, but we're gonna go to the Metro Kingdom for a bit because I want to find those last 3 coins. Oh, why can't I? I wish there was a way to scoop those better. It takes a while for it to actually give you the prop. New Donk City. Oh, it saves on my, okay. So I need 3 purple coins. So if I were purple coins, where would I be? Actually, can we amiibo? Okay, so the amiibos are the same set of moons as the toads and parrot. So. Also, I don't know how many moons there are total in this game, but I feel like there's too many. Maybe it's just because, like, typically Mario games in the past have always been like 100 or 120. Let's see, so Super Mario 64 was 120, right? 121 if you count the big Bowser star that doesn't really count as one. And then Galaxy was 120 as well, right? It's been a very long time since I played Galaxy. And I don't actually remember if I ever played Galaxy 2, because it was in college that I played Galaxy 1 while I was waiting for my for one of my friends, because he'd had classes for I think like another hour or another period or so after I did. But I'd just go back to his place because his place on campus was closer to like the classes afterwards. So I'd go and hang out there, and he had or I don't actually remember if it was his or if it was his roommates. But anyway, they were both my friends, so either way, it doesn't really matter. But I played and beat Galaxy in a few sittings, just hanging out there, which is fun. But yeah, I don't remember. So I'm pretty sure I never played the second one. Either that or maybe I did play the second one. Was the second one only as Luigi? Or was he just an option? Either way. Those are empty coins over there by the tree, right? Yeah, they look like they've already been gathered. So, but yeah, it's kind of nice to relax and play a game like this. It doesn't really have a story. Well, I mean, yeah, no, this game doesn't have a story. I'm sorry. To relax and play a game where it's more just about gameplay than it is about, you know, some overall narrative that you're supposed to be paying attention to, like the like Half-Life or what have you, which is fine and good, but I don't know, it's been a while since I just kind of had like a chatting stream, I feel, and I don't really stream under the just chatting category at all because I'm terrible at small talk, generally speaking. Like, I mean, even on stream, unless I hit on something that I really want to talk about, right, I'm probably not going to have much to say. Like, one of the reasons... Okay, I watch anime because I like it, but it also kind of helps while streaming and I, like, can't think of anything else that's interesting. And it's like, well, okay, well, what did I watch recently? Because typically I've been watching something. And that actually reminds me. I have been watching something that's not airing this season. Sorry, I'm trying to remember if there's a way to go first person, or I don't think there is. I was gonna try to see if there was anything up above, but I think that yeah, no, I don't think so. But I've been rewatching Cowboy Bebop, of all things, mainly because I meant to grab it so I'd be able to watch it while I was home for Christmas, because I figured if I was going to spend time with family, Cowboy Bebop would be one of those things that you can watch with family, because it's like a universally liked show, and it's not full of it's not really full of things that make people go, ugh, anime, I guess, if that makes sense. For example, right, like, you can show someone The Devil's a Part-Timer without any worry or care in the world, because The Devil's a Part-Timer is a really, really good introductory anime, because there's nothing too crazy, and it's just the right amount of absurdity that gets people laughing and interested. And so that's good. It makes for a really good introductory anime to someone who doesn't watch a lot of anime and who might like be kind of on the fence about it. Like, most of the time, avoiding shows that take place in high school will get you closer to that goal, if that's your goal. Showing people Lucky Star is a little bit more, not risky, but I can't think of a better word to describe it. Like, it's hard to explain the appeal of listening to a few people talk about what the correct way to eat a chocolate cornet is, you know? And just like the relaxing slice of life stuff. That said, there are slices of life that you can use as really good introductory stuff. Like, for example, Nichijou is really, really easy to like and really enjoyable. Where like the jokes are funny no matter what, and it doesn't really matter that it's like, it's not cringy. Well, cringe is the wrong word. I don't want to use that word because that's not really quite right. It doesn't make it feel awkward, I guess, if you watch it with your parents, right? The awkward test. Let's call it the awkward test. Now, I have zero shame, so I will full-on watch Lucky Star and like actively explain to my parents why it's great. Same with like Gabriel Dropout. Like, this year during Christmas, or not during Christmas, during New Year's, this year and the year previous, I think, or maybe not the previous year, maybe the year before that. Either way, the last couple times I've been at my parents' place for New Year's, I have watched Gabriel Dropout's Christmas slash, I might have actually made that if I kept going, Christmas slash New Year's episode, because I like to watch animes that have New Year episodes in them when it's New Year's, basically. And yeah, so like that's good, right? But you probably wouldn't watch, what's it called? What's the one with the guy who has a, like, not claw, a like a power glove, and it goes boosto, boosto, boosto when he's using special powers. There's demons in it, like the main girls I think are demons. It's like High School DxD, is that his name? I think that's his name. Anyway, you probably wouldn't watch High School DxD with your parents, unless your parents are into that, but most people probably wouldn't watch High School DxD with their parents, right? It doesn't quite pass the test of not awkward, right? Or if you had a group of people together in a room who were at a party, would you watch the show with them or try to get them to watch it? I mean, I don't really think that watching anime is a good party activity in the same way that YouTube parties, as my friends and I generally call, I found them. Generally call them, are good. Like, YouTube parties are when someone like exclaims in a party like, "Oh, I gotta show you this great video," and someone happens to have a smart TV, so they cast it from their phone onto there. And then there's the video, which inevitably leads to someone adding another video to the queue, or saying it's like, oh you like that one? Oh, you gotta see this one. And this will keep going on and on until people get really bored of it, because you can only entertain people with that kind of thing for so long. And eventually, like, you're gonna get someone who has interests that are pretty different than others, or just like a very different sense of humor, or just someone's gonna put on boring things, right? Like that's what a YouTube party is. It just devolves into that, and then it's no good and not really any fun at all. So you want to avoid that. So like if it doesn't pass the YouTube party test, or the I want to show my friend this cool thing test, then yeah, maybe not the best introductory anime. So anyway, all that came from talking about Scarred the Praetor, which doesn't pass this test yet. It's got ridiculous like poses by people and like dramatic looks between characters and just general, yeah, it's just it wouldn't fit in for that. So I don't really know if I want to watch that, because I don't mind watching those types of shows, like maybe, you know, scattered about other shows. And I'm watching 19 different shows this season. Plus one if you count Cowboy Bebop rewatching. So I have enough variety in my airing. There's a cake. There's enough variety that I don't really mind having something ridiculous like that to kind of mix things up. So I'm gonna give it another episode, because it gets the 3-episode rule. Shiveria. Let's go to Shiveria. It's really hard not to say Shiveria, even though it's not quite spelled that way. It's really snowy here. I am not dressed for this. Yeah, look at this. The Odyssey needs 10 more, even though we have all the moons. Alright, let's see. Aviator? This would make sense. I think the Aviator cat makes the most sense. I think the pirate suit comes with a eye patch. Anyway. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot to do in the Metro Kingdom? I forgot to actually buy the things that I didn't have, the coins. Oh. Little things. It's cute. Very cute. Oh shit. Oh balls. Oh fuck. Oh, never mind, we're good. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm sensing that this will end up being pretty annoying, but that's fine. Can I break this? Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm watching a lot of shows this season. I think I initially started with 14 or 15 shows. I think also there's something under the ice around here. And I added a few on because my friend asked me to watch them. For example, the Intelligent Design Show, or Heaven's Design Team, I think that might be the translation of it, where they make, is that water? Oh yeah, it's water. They make animals for God, and God approves them, and it's just kind of cute, silly show. We watched the first episode of that the other day. Haven't watched the second yet, but it was cute. It was fun. There's an asshole translator at work, which I talked about on stream yesterday a bit, so I don't really want to rehash it too much. What the? Oh, that's. Hi. I like the music. But basically, meme subs. So generally known. Also knows really poorly done subs where a translator is inserting their own ideas of what's going on instead of actually paying attention to what's being said. I think maybe... What about the ground pound jump? There we go. Yeah, just Yeah. Anyway, let's not irritate ourselves too much with it. We were irritated yesterday, so that's fine. Are they seals? Their face looks like a seal. Oh hey, art. Okay. Why are you all on edge? What do we get like an Eskimo outfit here? Or something cool like that? Got anything new? No. Nothing. Yep, we get snowsuits. And nesting dolls is cute. Alright, well, when we get enough coins, we'll get them. But yeah, besides the translation issues, complimenting my mustache. You need a rounder body if you want to race. Power moves to get back in. There's a lot of doors here. Cool. Alright. Oh, they have Christmas hats. They're adorable. Oh boy. But yeah, so it was a good show. I also added Wonder Egg Priority into my list. It wasn't even really on my radar, but it has really, really nice animation. Really nice animation, and oh, cool. And so far in a decently intriguing premise, I guess, to some degree. It almost reminds me of Madoka a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit of Madoka. Madoka. I always have to think about her name in order to actually like say it correctly, because so many people pronounce it as Madoka to me for a long time. Ooh, Invisicoin. Probably a way to get that thing to fall, maybe. But Wonder Egg Priority has this kind of lonely girl whose friend died, and she wants to bring her friend back, and she kind of gets the ability to possibly do so. It's not really guaranteed yet, to be honest, but there's a premise of that being the case. Oh boy. Oh, I get it. And in order to get her friend back, she has to go into like a dream world type thing and save other people. There's coins here? Cool, cool. No! Fuck. You don't want to hurt them. No. Oh, no, no, no! You piece of sh... I wanted to climb. I wanted to wall jump back and forth right there. Is it? We're still good. Okay. But yeah, so that's the basic premise of the show. And you know, it's not the most inventive thing in the world yet. but it's really, really nicely animated. So that alone, yeah, it's cool. Oh, we probably have to go into each one of these rooms in order to open the race course. Oh, you better not send me back. Okay. Ah, yeah, there we go. Cool. Right on. I think one of the nice things about Mario is that it's very predictable, but like not in a bad way. See, those are what I was trying to get before. Just couldn't quite do it because of the ice and the Goombas. Okay. Try this again. Oh boy. It's fine, but I'm kind of trying to see if there's anything else up there at all. On the farther end of it. Doesn't look like it. I don't think there's anything really Goomba related either. Now see, the thing about most of the time, these caves almost always have 2 moons in them, not just one. So I'm kind of wondering, what did I miss? Right, because, or was there a moon right here? Oh no, there's, alright, never mind, we're good. Right? There's 1 moon there and 1 moon there, so we're good. I just have a garbage memory because, well, I have a garbage memory just because, and also because I died. Oh, good. Save myself by jumping away and out of the Goomba and then immediately dive off the other side of the cliff. Truly, the master of this game. Nice music. But yeah, besides anime though, because I mean I can, oh cool, like Wall Masters are different. You know, like I can talk about anime for a very, very long period of time. Come on. Ah. Not so bad. But one thing that I have been thinking about for like a couple weeks or so is like I think it might be somewhat inspired from watching a bunch of Summoning Salts videos. He does speedrun world records. Like he doesn't do them himself, sorry, I should clarify. He does the history of them and like does deep dives into all this stuff, which is like really interesting. I don't really speedrun. I mean, I speedran Nier, I guess, technically speaking, because you know, I did beat it in 5 hours, and it was really good. And I was semi-proud of myself for being able to do that. You know, beating Nier in one sitting isn't something that everyone can say they've done, I think. Oh, there's I think I see where probably the second room is. Yeah, it's probably over here. But listening to Summoning Salts videos and just enjoying, you know, the kind of passion that he brings to it, and then also listening to Liam Triforce's conversation with Vinny. Vinny being Vinesauce, I guess, who's someone I watch like pretty much every night. like if he's on. Like he's not on tonight, which is why I'm kind of, which I really thought about doing Half-Life 2 tonight and just giving it a long period of time because I wouldn't stop at 11:30. Because normally, it's like the reason, in case you're wondering, the reason why I generally stop at 11:30 p.m. when I'm streaming is not only because I have work the next day, but also because that's typically the time when Vincent goes online, and I really do enjoy like seeing what he's doing, and he's kind of like my my going to sleep entertainment. That's the word I'm looking for. He's my going to sleep entertainment, so I generally fall asleep while watching him, and you know, it's become such a habit that on the nights when he doesn't stream, sometimes it's actually a little bit hard to do so. I had to get used to it, not having him around, basically, to some extent. But also at the same time, I didn't have to. Like when I was home for Christmas. Well, let me be here. Okay, so okay, yeah, you can't leave that. That's fine. But I actually had trouble the first few nights when I was staying at my parents' place because I wasn't like watching and listening to them, so I was having trouble falling asleep because I'm just so used to it. Okay, why are the coins out there? And what can I do to get them? Oh, they even blow my hat away. Look at that. If I blow over here, are there like hidden platforms? Not really. But there is... They are stairs though. Can't really blow them back though. Oh, nice. I think that there's either something up there or, I mean, there's an X right there, so maybe a ground pound would be good. Oh, come on. Now the question is, do you get up there by not blowing it away? Or just not blowing it away as much? Or what? Whoa! Oh shoot. Kind of forgot for a moment that there wasn't anything underneath them. All it takes is a moment to screw you over in a platformer. Oh, or a bad jump. I mean, that's still a moment. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, let me get back on track of what I was thinking about. So anyway, somebody saw Liam Triforce Vinny conversation, and just generally like watching higher quality YouTube videos. Wait, that's not. The side doesn't go directly to the. In general, watching like retrospectives and kind of like longer format YouTube videos, it kind of makes me want to make one, but like I don't know if I could in a way. Like, so a while ago, no, fuck you. Why did I jump out while facing the wrong way? I don't think I could make like a super long thing, but like at work, one of the things that I've had to do before, you know, is give presentations, which pretty much anyone who works in a corporate office generally has to do this at some point, right? And you know, I've gotten a good amount of feedback. Good amount of feedback from the people I work with, and a lot of them say that I'm good at presenting stuff. And like one of the things that I did when doing so, and kind of like the reason why the presentation went as well as it did, everything was because I wrote it all first and kind of timed it all with my like PowerPoint and all that stuff. Like I did the normal things, or what I consider normal, for making a decent presentation and showing it to people without like falling into a lot of the normal traps of poor presentation. Like for example, like you gotta make stuff. How do I get that? Like when you make a presentation, you don't read from the slides. Actually, wait. You can. This is how we get it. Okay. Oh, you're probably supposed to go and do this, so that you could then. That makes sense. Anyway, but like you don't read off the slides. You elaborate on points. You don't just read them. And timing is also important. So like having a good flow from one slide to the next and kind of knowing your timings of when you're going to swap it and like how the flow goes. Like all those things make for a better presentation that's more informative for people, right? That's the long and short of it anyway. And so like it's writing a script basically, which I know from watching like a lot of YouTubers that generally that's what they're doing. They're making a script and then kind of timing it with video and all this stuff. And that part like doesn't sound that bad to me because I don't mind putting presentations together and such. That said, making videos can be a pain in the ass. I mean, probably like I've done a few highlight videos before, not many, because they take a really long time to make. Like especially when you stream, like I don't stream that often anymore. Like I stream maybe 2 to 3 times a week at that, like at most of the time. On occasion, if you know, feeling a little squirrely, I might get a 4th one in there on the weekend or something, but a lot of the time it's like maybe 1 stream or 2 a week, just because I don't have time for it a lot of the time and have other things that I need to get done or what have you. But anyway, if you take any of those streams that I do, which typically are anywhere between 1.5 hours to 3 hours, sometimes 4 if it's a game that I really want to get more time in, editing that down is time consuming. Like, even if you go kind of quickly and you're just like the highlight video, I think I made one for when I played Fortnite for the first time. I think I made a highlight video with that because I ended up playing with some of my friends, right? And that was like at least a 2 hour, 2.5 no 2.5 hour stream. And when I edited that down, I watched the stream back, which was awful because I don't really care to listen to my own voice. I don't know too many people who do. But you know, suffered through it. But it was basically kind of, if you've ever used video editing software, you know that there's a timeline that kind of shows you, you know, where you are in the video and how far away you are from the end and all of that business, right? And so when you cut it up, you kind of set ins and out points and kind of chop up the video that way. And even if you're just watching it and just changing the ins and outs and then taking tiny bits of things and clipping it all together, it still takes at least the amount of time of the stream. Like if you're taking notes or like being aware of it while you're streaming and you think it's like, oh right, this really cool thing happened an hour and some change in, I should, you know, go and clip it or kind of highlight it or whatever, you can make a note to yourself to go do that, and so then you can kind of cut down the editing. But sometimes, in order for things to make sense, you need a little bit more context, and then you end up needing to go and get more things anyway. Oh, hi. I'm gonna go down first. This looks like it's gonna lead me to a good thing. Like I said, Mario's predictable, but in a good way. And one of the more time-consuming things is, even after editing it down to like the bare minimum of kind of what I want to show in the video, you still gotta do a couple things, like make sure the transitions between the scenes are not too jarring, or if you're fading in audio or video, you gotta do that, or if you want to put in something like an overlay of something, you gotta put it over that and then kind of get it angled nicely, and you know, there's things that go into it, right? And that's just for like the most basic of basics, editing like a highlight, right? Well, that didn't work. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to land on his head. I've fought him before, I think. There we go. But to do something like any from like a opinion-based thing, or like, okay, I don't actually have like any idea of what to do. But let's say it's an opinion or a review of something, right? Because I do play a decent number of games, and so every now and then I pretend that I have an opinion that might help someone, and I write a Steam store review for a game. But you know, definitely one could make a YouTube video about it, especially if it's a game that really means something to you, right? But to make one of those videos, right, would take a lot more effort, because you have to go get footage of the game, and assuming that you're, you know, making the video and really don't want to get hit by like copyright strikes by anyone or anything, then you probably need to record all your own footage, right? So if I stream a game and then wanted to write any kind of retrospective on it, then I had to stream the entire game first, right? So for a 12-hour game, to go through all the footage, that takes 12 hours, and then you have to write the script, right? And then figure out the flow, like get your outline going, and then once you have that script of what you're trying to say and what you're trying to convey, you need to know what points of the game you want to use for that, like background material, right? Like showing this footage during this part, or you know, you're making a point about X, so you need to go make sure you have footage of said thing that happened and all this other stuff, right? Like there's a lot that goes into it, right? So it's not surprising that channels like Liam Triforce or Summoning Salt or Video Game Animation Studio, like all these really, really good channels that make really high quality stuff, like they take a while between making videos. Too small to race. Well, that's lame. Probably when I get the snowsuit, it'll probably make me round enough to race them. So it's a fairly daunting prospect, I guess, to think about making any kind of video like that. So like, I mean, I was thinking about it before. You want more racer. Ah, you're big. Okay, let me go help. But like, I was thinking about it because I was like, well, if I wanted to make a video, like a longer video type thing, when I was like, well, what would I make it on? And so I was trying to think about things that like I like and that I enjoy, and that, like, you know, I'd want to talk about at some variety of length. It wouldn't have to be super long, obviously, but at some amount of length. And I was like, well, I mean, of all the things that I've streamed, and all the games that I've played and kind of connections amongst all this stuff, in general, I feel like Nier and the Drakengard series have been the more influential of those. Like, for example, like I made a lot of good friends playing Sinnoh Alice. Like the community nights, like when I play Among Us with some people, or anything like that. Those are community nights with Temple, which is a guild that I joined in Sinnoh Alice, of people who all enjoyed like the Yoko Taro stuff. And like more so than even just that, even though like that's been really great because I play games with them once a week, and so that's been fantastic for obvious reasons, right? And they're there to chat about, you know, everything from Sinnoh Alice to Genshin Impact to FGO a little bit, and other things that I enjoy. And I wouldn't have that if I, you know, wasn't into those games in the first place. Okay, so he just gave me permission to race, or what? Oh, I bet you were supposed to possess him. Oh god, that's awful. B is bound. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright, this will be interesting. Hold on, let me go back down here real quick. Is there anything? Oh, you can't. Okay. But like, I don't really know if there'd be anything that I could say about the series that other people haven't said better. You know? Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, like, obviously, pretty much everyone can, you know, make an opinion video and say like, oh, like this is why this is important, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I could say that hasn't been said like during any of the streams of those. So it's hard to decide on that. And then it's like, well, I mean, I play a lot of FGO. Fate Grand Order, and like really enjoyed the characters. And like generally speaking, do fairly well at constructing strategies for the challenge quest and everything else. But those don't really need massive videos, you know? Like generally the way that people in the FGO community, I guess community is the right word there. Generally people in those areas, like the way you share that knowledge is just by putting up like a video of you doing it, you know? Like the easiest way to understand how to loop is either to go deep dive into a bunch of math and then like fully calculate things like crazy, or you could just like watch someone else do it first and then experiment on your own a little bit, and that generally works better. So I mean, like one of the reasons why I really like Comet Dance is the name of a good YouTube channel. He does FGO bronze clear, so he only uses 1 to 2 star units and then beats all the content in the game with it, which is remarkable because there's plenty of people who don't really strategize at all. And so, oh boy. And so, you know, they just like the whale strategy of, well, bring all your 5 stars and you'll probably make it through. It's like, well, no. Like, sometimes you really need to use the low star rarities because they have that one niche and skill that really will get you through a fight. Or like you really need to understand how to use taunters, you know? Just lost a lot of speed, that's not good. Oh boy. And so, like, good strategies there, but, like, I mean, you can teach good strategies, I guess, but, I don't know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a whale not use the 5 stars. That was really easy. Is it supposed to be that easy? Huh. Supersonic snow. Thanks, dude. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I should probably collect the moon as this dude. Oh, okay. Or you can get out of the body too and reveal your secret. It was cheating all along. It's like Mrs. Puff being mad at SpongeBob when Patrick helped him with his big hat and the phone in it. She'd be like, "Oh, you're doing so well on the test. It's like someone's giving you all the answers." Huh? Yeah. Except that would be cheating. That's what we just did. Okay, well, I have enough moons to move to the next kingdom, but of course we're not going to do that. Because there's penguins. Alright, so he's... Come here. So he's floating. Does he float up? Or does he just stay where he is? He probably just stays where he is, right? It's kind of handy that he's just, you know, a cloud. It goes wherever he feels like though. Ooh, that area over there looks a little suspicious. Let's go over there and blow on it. If only I could run. But yeah, so it's hard to come up with, like, you know, what one would put, I guess, on into a longer form video. Is there a reason to bring this over here? Huh. Oh, what's one of these? What world are we going to now? Yeah, I guess, like, I really enjoy Liam Triforce's retrospectives because he makes really good points. Oh, it's this one. Finally. It was driving me crazy not to have this one before. I do like that that's kind of a nod to Mario 64, going into a painting like that. But anyway, so like, I really enjoy Liam Triforce's retrospectives and like the longer type of thing about that, where he just kind of talks about the game and like what it means to him. But I don't know if I could make a video like that because I don't care about my own opinion enough. You know, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but most of the time I'm fairly what's the word? Most of the time I'm not particularly what's the word? Confrontational, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Sorry, the only word that was popping to mind was like controversial. I'm like, I don't think I'm particularly controversial. Confrontational. Most of the time I prefer to avoid those kind of things instead. So like having super duper hard opinions is not really something that I do most of the time. Or rather, not that I share, I guess. Why do you have a butt on your head? Oh, I like this music though. It's isn't this the battle music for Super Mario 1? Like the multiplayer version where you like run between and you're like tossing things at each other? Trace walking. Oh, it's trace walking. That's true. It's gonna be harder on ice. Alright. Oh my gosh, okay. Complete ass. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. What is that, a 4? Yeah, almost a funny number. Okay, you want to let me do this again, buddy? The ice is really not helping. Focus on the arrows, not you. No, I want to focus on you because you're kind of my, like, reference point. That's gotta be better, yeah, right? So, but I mean, all that said, right? I don't know why it's just kind of been like a little itch in my head, like it's like, oh, like you could do a video, you could make something like that. Why don't you do that? And I think I'm better just making shitty memes every now and then. You know, like, not that I'm trying to have a large YouTube channel by any means. Hey, dude. But like, if I actually look at the stats on the YouTube channel that I upload things to, the videos that actually have views and like comments and people interacting on it are typically like shitty memes or like little clips of things. Like I think the last transformation of Geen from Yuki Yuna, I think that's the most watched video, I think, on the channel. And then I think the Smile Sweet Sephiroth ones might be close to that. Oh, well, besides the Nags videos. The Nags videos, like the clips of his old streams, those are up there as well. Oh god. We're gonna probably lose because of this. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Because, you know, those are things that people are actually interested in, I guess. Which is fine. I mean, I think about it a little bit sometimes, like, just why bother when it comes to, like, streaming, you know, saving the VOD, any of that stuff. It's like, well, why bother, right? And, like, I don't know, I have a bad memory. I feel like you guys know this. And, yeah, every now and then I worry a little bit about it. Because it's, a lot of the times it feels like it's worse than what other people seem to have as far as memory problems go, or forgetting things. And so it makes me, like, slightly, ever so slightly concerned. It's like, well, what if you develop like early Alzheimer's or something, or like you forget more things that are actually like really important to you? It's like, well, then it'd be good to have a record of it, right? Although, you know, if I ever did get something like Alzheimer's or dementia or one of those things, I wonder if I'd even recognize myself, you know? Though, then again, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Just because, like, if you didn't recognize yourself, then you'd just be watching someone and you'd be like, wow, this dude's really cool. He has all the same likes I do. So who knows? But yeah, I don't know, just thinking about it. When I had my friend over earlier today for dinner, and we were chatting, he was telling me about his latest venture. He's a very, very smart guy, like really smart, and very motivated and full of big dreams, and that's a good thing. And his current focus and kind of thing that he's fixated on is quantum computing and starting his own quantum computing firm. And you know, he's putting things in motion and getting it started, which is kind of crazy, but he's doing it. And he has like plans drawn up for like some hardware things that he's hoping to work on and all this stuff, right? And today he told me why he's doing it, which like the reason why he was so focused on learning and like teaching himself quantum computing and all this other stuff is because it can theoretically be used to solve certain to cure certain diseases, or to find like ways to fix things like autoimmune issues, because you can kind of fix problems with proteins and other things, doing all this stuff. And his dad, you know, has these things, and so he wants to help his dad. Basically, that's I knew that was gonna happen. And so that's kind of the main motivation. And it's like, oh, that's really nice. And he was saying, he's like, well, once he got that motivation, it was pretty easy to, you know, kind of buckle down and keep on pressing on with this stuff that's, you know, really hard, but worth doing. Fuck, I didn't press the jump button fast enough, because it actually helps someone he knows and someone who's affected by it and everything else. And at the same time, it also has possible lucrative perspectives for himself. So, you know, there's reasons to do it, and he's motivated to do it. Well, like, I don't know, for a while, I've definitely been asking myself sometimes, like, well, why are you doing this? And that's not like specifically targeted at streaming. I mean, it's been targeted at plenty of other things. Okay, I must have missed the moon. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you have to keep going. Yeah, you totally have to keep going. Alright, hold on, let me go find the flower. Like learning Japanese, right? Like, I have a reason to do it. My sister lives over there, and I want to go visit. Okay. And I want to go visit her. Then I like knowing the languages of the places I visit. Like, I hate feeling like a tourist. So, speedrun this one. Oh god, I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, long time no see. How's it going, Drake Spartan? There we go. Does that flower actually last long? Wait, why didn't he jump? Am I crazy? Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Or does this flower grow back? Well, that one grows back. There's got to be a moon up there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, bye. You know what? This is fine. It will respawn the flower, and we have the coins for it. Oh, I'm doing alright. Figured today would be a good day. A good day to relax with a game without much of a story. And just spend the evening chatting away about nothing. Oh boy. And messing up my jumps. And I picked up Mario Odyssey around Christmas as a like hanging out with parents and need something to do while they watch TV. So thus buying Mario Mario Odyssey. Oh, good job. I also bought Final Fantasy VII. The port for the Switch. Oh, good. I get totally boned. Alright, you know what? Fine. I'll just keep going this way. Who needs the flower? I don't. I have the ability to jump. There we go. Oh, you son of a... the original. This one right here. And I played that actually. I asked my mom, I was like, hey mom, do you want to see Final Fantasy VII? It's really good. And she paid attention actually, like through the whole, through pretty much the whole time up to when you meet Aeris. She was paying attention, and then she had to make dinner, I think. Alright, here we go. Keep it going. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. No! 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 Why does it take so long to die here? But yeah, no, she paid attention. It was kind of nice. It's always nice to share something with her. All right, let's try this again. Also, I will say though, this game, it's a Mario game, sure, but it kind of doesn't feel as... What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the only reason to like try to do things in this game is for the sake of completion and not for the sake of anything else. Like the story. No. The story isn't very good so far. I mean, I haven't beaten it yet, but the start of this game is not good. Like, there's very, very little tutorial. Like, there's a little bit of one, but it definitely makes an assumption that you've played Mario before. Which is kind of a weird assumption to make. I mean, I guess it's not that weird, but it's a little weird. Also, good camera angle. But like, they immediately assume you know how to do things, and they give you hints, quote unquote, in the middle of things, like when you travel between worlds, but you need to know like how to do it beforehand, so it almost assumes like you've read the manual or something before doing anything. Well, I feel like in previous games they did a better job of it. But also just story-wise, are you kidding me? Story-wise, like this, Peach gets kidnapped in like the first -2 seconds of the game. Like, she's already kidnapped when the game starts, and then Bowser just kicks your ass, throws you away, and then Cappy shows up out of nowhere. And it's just like, hey, I'll help you. Okay, thanks, bye. And that's it. Like, there's no build-up or anything of that sort at all. Like, it's kind of... Fuck. You can see that I'm trying to move, right? Like the little wiggle there. I'm trying to move, but also not fall off again. I don't know. It struck me as weird. Because, like, the beginning of Mario 64... It's got the letter, and then you know why you're there, you're going there, and you don't really realize what's happened until you're actually there, and I don't know. There's just more to it. There we go. There we go. That's better. And then, like, Mario Galaxy, there's a pretty decent intro there. Like, you know, there's fireworks and all sorts of stuff going on, and you talk to the toadstools, and they tell you everything about whatever's happening with the festival or whatever. It's been a while since I played, but that's what I remember. And then, you know, Bowser crashes it and you actually like are worried about Peach a little bit there. But I don't know, Odyssey just starts with like instantly getting borked and knocked down and then thrown directly into gameplay land. Which is fine. You get right into the action that way, but it's weird feeling. I mean, it's at the very start though. Like the very beginning of Mario 64 starts with Princess Peach's letter to you. So like you know why you're there. She says, "Hey, I made you a cake. Come here and eat it, fat ass." And you, being the Italian plumber that you are, it's like, you know what? I've had a long, hard day of laying pipe. I gotta go get some more. Gotta get that frosting on top, and so off you go. Like, you know why Mario's there. So, I mean, it's not that different, I guess, but I don't know, it was just striking, I suppose. I don't want this dude, because there's a... Maybe, I might want the other one. It looked like there was something to blow down here. Okay, I don't think I want this cloud. I think I need a lower cloud. Probably him over there. Also, there's apparently a seed somewhere as well, since there's the thing right there. Alright, that's not happening. Hold on. But I mean, you know, she writes you a letter. Is the point. You get invited there, so you know why Mario's there first, and then you don't realize, or at that point you run into the Toad who is like, oh, you know, this terrible thing has happened, and he explains the whole situation to you. Well, yeah, like there was more build-up, I guess, in the other games. Well, this game had like it was full on, I guess, like. From the very start. Kind of like how Star Wars Episode 3 is, where it just throws you into complete nonsense right away. Okay, we have a moon in a jar, and some variety of puzzle going on. I bet you there's a star behind the pillar. Or star. Moon. Assuming that he can get out of this anyway. Maybe not actually. Alright, never mind. Okay, I think I see how we're supposed to do this. Sunshine was great though. I mean, Sunshine started off with the airplane. It started off with an airplane. And like vacation, everything like that, and it set the good stuff, and then Bowser shows up. Alright, this is the tricky part. Oh, I see how to do it. 1 sec. Oh god, camera, please. So, but that said, I mean, putting aside the story, quote unquote, this has fantastic gameplay, so it's fine. Blowing and slatting. I wonder, like... Oh, it's gone now. I wonder if either of these has like a secret room in it at all. No. I want you to throw your hat into the cloud. Can I undo these or no? I think the answer is no. That's too bad. I mean, there's probably a second moon here, though. Almost always is. If you were a moon, where would you be? There's some vibration to the controller, but I think it's just that dude blowing. As opposed to a secret. Oh god. Maybe they'll just give like 2 puzzles instead. Alright, so there's no hidden compartments in either of these. It just seems kind of weird. You know? That there's only one there. I suppose it's not unprecedented. I think there's been areas. There's only one before. Oh. Okay. The climbing one? Nope. Try this again. Also, if I have one complaint about this, about the gameplay, yeah, this ain't happening, is that I really don't like that certain actions are locked behind the Joy-Cons, like moving them one way or other ways and such. No, 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 no. Oh, yes. Because when you're holding the Switch in handheld mode, you kind of don't want to shake it like a mad person, considering that, you know, you're holding the entire device, and generally saying shaking something with electronic parts in it is not really a good idea, you know? Alright, let's see here. So, look, can we find anything? Oh wait, actually, did you start to find something? Oh, maybe that noise was just something else. Should probably start talking to the parrot, maybe. I'm good, thanks. Alright. I want to find the other moon. Or moon fragment, I guess I should say. I really just overlooked it somewhere and it's no good. Done that. I'm probably sure it's going over here. Yeah. Maybe. Sorry. Getting tired. Oh, hi. I see things. Only 3 more purple coins. Oh, and there's the. Oh, hi, hi, bunny. Wait. Where'd you go? Hold on. The extra moon can wait. We need to catch the bunny. There it is. Oh. Thank you. This feels like a much smaller level, so there's probably not too many other moons. Oh, Lakitu. That means there's probably a fishing moon in here. probably him right there. There he is. Thank you. Like I said before, Mario's really predictable, but still fun. What just happened? Oh, an Italian plumber took control of your body. That's what just happened. Where'd that moon go, anyway? The one that came out for collecting the fragments. Oh, it's over there. I've done this one already, right? Okay. Alright, and that's Captain Toad. Or Captain T-Ode, as Paper Mario had the guy saying before. Which is great. I do like how they managed to put a lot more mechanics into the game though. I mean, like, you have ice, you have all the enemy controls. Like, a lot to love, I think. I'm gonna go buy stuff out of the store. Oh wait, is there... There's an upstairs here. Which probably means that maybe the last coins are up there. Would be my guess if I had one. Just a matter of figuring out how to get there. Maybe another race? Or are there purple... Are there purple coins in the racetrack? Wait a minute, hold on. I think I can climb this and then that'll get me up there. What have we here? Yep. Alright, so I guess we'll do that in a second. It's also fluky. It's just absurd how many moves there are. Like they're not rare at all, you know? Which just strikes me as weird. It's like inflation of power stars almost. Oh, hey. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna take a guess that the last 3 coins might be in the area that we get to. Do this. Or, well, through buying the outfit, I mean. Okay. Just 3 more and then we're good to go. Look, we're an ice climber. It's great. I think when I finish this area, that'll probably be it for the stream. So just because I keep yawning like this. So let's see what's in here. See what's in here. Hope it has purple coins. Purple coins. Not really. Yeah. Oof. Like I said though about variety before. Oh god, guys. I don't mind that you spawn back relatively quickly and it only takes coins. But at the same time, it kind of sucks that you can't heal health with coins. Okay, so we can slide into it. Also, there's totally something right there. Slip behind the ice. Sadly, no purple though. You know what? I'll just take the damage. I wish that you could carry one of them out with you, just so we could see the Koopa Troopa running around in real life. Boink. Cool. So no coins there though, no purple coins. They're definitely somewhere. Alright, magical parrot, tell me more. High altitude spinning. Okay, what else you got? Jump and swim in the freezing water. Jump and swim? Freezing water near the ceiling. Alright, you offering anything good? So what's in here? Oh, this reminds me of the sea shanties I was seeing earlier. For some reason, sea shanties were like the thing to be recommended today. It felt like, at least on Tweeters, it was like that. There's people using. I guess there's a duet feature in TikTok or something like that, and people using that to sing sea shanties with each other. That was pretty fun. It was enjoyable to see. I don't have TikTok on my phone, and I don't really want it on my phone, but I enjoy it when people kind of double post from one place to the other. Alright, yeah. Weird. Alright, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know where it is, but I think I'm too tired right now to actually go find it. So I'm gonna call it good for today. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching. I will catch you all another time. I'm gonna go and sleep now. So take it easy, everyone. Good rest of your day, whatever it is, wherever you are, and stay safe. Bye for now.